It is going to be a belter, Ed, and the last time they met, these two sides, Geelong were flying. They hadn't lost a game of football, and this was round 7. Carlton 15-15, 105 to Geelong, winning this one by 13 points, 18-10, 118. And what we loved about Geelong in this game was their run and carry. Myers close, Jimmy, it was exceptional.
Yeah, their ability to get really high in defence or get all the way back in defence, but they don't live back there. And what it creates, Lloydy, is this outnumber forward the footy, because every side wants to press up, but because of their running power and their creativity and thinking they can create the overlap. And we see Tui, who came through the middle of the ground, and you get an outnumber forward of the footy.
And this is their result since that game. So everyone thought, how good is Geelong? Premiership favourite. And they've fallen in a hole since, and they've lost 5 of their last 6, and their only win, Jim, has come against the Richmond Tigers. So what do you reckon's gone wrong for them?
Well, they've lost a bit of that run, a bit of form. Tom Stewart's been sat on. The midfield's getting, I guess, a lot of possessions on them, and especially in the ruck, which we'll touch on shortly.
Yeah, Carlton's defence since that game has really tightened up. So we like what they're doing. I think they've got Sard back, McGovern back. Their best defence is there, Jimmy. And apart from being obliterated by Sydney, which everyone seems to be doing, they've tightened right up.
Yeah, a couple of players assumed some really good roles. Jordan Boyd, Wiedering's been a super player, and we'll highlight a few of them here. The ability to win one-on-ones, but their structure's pretty solid behind the footy. They don't over-commit as far as their starting position, so they've got their direct opponent, so it might be you, Lloydy, but they've got best position and they win from there. They're pretty physical and tough, and they're applying a lot of pressure on the ball. They're the #1 pressure-rated side, which helps your defence get really proactive after the ball's kicked in.
So Jimmy and I are going to go into match committee a bit tonight, and it's about Alex Cin-Gotcha. So we're with Michael Voss in match committee. So
Cin-Gotcha.
Cin-Gotcha, he's getting everyone at the moment. Cin-Gotcha is at the moment. So Zach Merritt was the last guy he got and kicked 2 goals on him. The week before that was Zach Buddies. Look at the minutes he's on them, and he's just actually getting a hold of everyone. So I'm going to say cut the captain off at the head and Geelong off at the head and go straight for Dangerfield from the moment he comes, but then you potentially like somebody else. So he's kicking goals as well, which really hurts the player he's playing on.
Well, he's often started as the half forward, then he comes in and takes whoever his matchup. I want him to stay forward and go over to Tom Stewart, like it's been highlighted in recent weeks. And what sides have done really well, Tom Stewart's still winning 20 touches a game, but his metres gain is down. So what Tom Stewart does really well, not only intercepts, but he really rebounds out of the back 50 hard for the Cats. And that's why putting someone like Cin-Gotcha on him, if he does win it, just let him kick it sideways or a little short handball. Take that punch of the Cats' back line away.
Unfortunately, every week we seem to talk about Reece Stanley, and he's up against it again this week with these numbers, which are really alarming.
Yeah, the problem is his form's dropped off, but the opposition ruckmen are really getting hold of the Cats. And when we see these numbers come up, you'll have a look. They're actually dominant. They're actually really kick-starting the opposition, and it's quite a considerable margin. Now, I know they wanted to hang on, so Toby Conway didn't have to play the full season, but it might have to be Toby Conway this week, Mark Blitzarves more, because this is just not good enough. There's a negative rating in here, but the opposition ruckmen are nearly 5 times better as a rating on the ground, and that's why at ground level the Cats are already starting on their heels.
And the man he's coming up against is in career best form, so I'll be interested to see whether they bring Pittonet into the side or not, or will they just go with the one ruckman where he's been at his best. But just the athleticism of him and the confidence that he's playing with, this is going to be a challenge for Reece.
Especially last quarter, Sunday night the other week, he was unbelievable, and he's had 29 clearances in the last 3 weeks. So not only is he winning the hit-outs, he's still involved around at ground level.
I'm really confident on Carlton. I think they are playing extremely good football. I think they're the second best side in it, and I think they take care of Geelong. What about you?
I think the Carlton midfield will be too strong and they'll win, but only by about 3 goals.
You still got the faith in Geelong, Dano?
No, Vordo. Not for this game. Carlton easily.
Yeah.
All right. Don't want to say it.
Carlton.
You say
Say it like John Elliott.
Carlton.